Hello and welcome back to day 7 with Inkmas at my Dandelion Diaries. We are moving on from yesterday's ink, just cover that up, and we're going to start day 7 today fresh with new energy, and we're going to hope it's not a blue today. I don't know why, but that was very satisfying sounds for opening this door. I'm sorry. I love all of the super weird colors, and this looks like it's going to be a weird color. Okay. LGM. In 1967, a rhythmic signal arrived from space, and for a moment, we all wondered, little green men? I love this. Oh my gosh. I have the perfect pen for this ink, too. Okay. Oh my gosh. LGM, that is Little Green Men. I love it so much. Okay, this is gonna be a redemption for yesterday for sure. I'm excited for this one now. The perfect pen that I have for LGM here is called Space Bananas. This is a Welltown Watts slim model pen in the resin called Space Bananas. It is done by Lisa Marie of Poorly Controlled again. Double Poorly Controlled today. I love her resin so much. This does have a fine nib in it though, and I debated switching it out because I think this ink is going to be a bit bright. But I'm just excited to see if the highlighter color of the label matches the highlighter of this ink. This ink is wild. Okay, yeah, this ink is a highlighter. It is so stupidly bright. It matches the pen perfectly though. It's perfect for this pen. I do need to put a different nib in here though, a medium or larger. This ink is way too light. But it's such a fun ink. I don't know why, but the name of this and how stupidly bright it is just makes my heart a little bit happy. It's just fun. This ink is ridiculous. I love it so much. This is clearly going to be a very illegible color for me, but I love how crazy neon it is. I'm excited to see in a full page once I do that how it looks. I'm gonna be honest right now though, I don't know if I have any matches that are even gonna come close to this ink. It is so funny. It's so bright neon highlighter green. Oh my goodness. It's just fun. I don't know. I also like the name LGM, Little Green Men. Like, that's just so creative. And yeah, this is a good redeeming ink for yesterday's Blue Christmas. This is going to be a fun one today. I have returned with the full page of very illegible writing, as you can tell. I figured this was going to happen. And as much as I'm not a fan of light inks, I think I'm just really excited that it wasn't a blue and that it's a really weird color. Yeah, it's definitely a loss for me for writing, but I think this would be really fun to paint with, especially because it's such a bright, springy green. I do want to compare, like I mentioned, to other inks that I have. I'm going to do both greens and, honestly, yellows, because I feel like maybe I have a yellow that's close to this. I'm thinking like Hotaru Bai by Pilot Roshizuku, but I'm not sure how close they're going to be. But this ink is definitely a very, very neon ink. Okay, it's kind of close to Fairsteel Press's Frivolous Lime, which is a very dry ink. I think they're probably pretty close together. Frivolous Lime might be a smidge darker. But Little Green Men just has a really fun name. Let's see what else I have in here that may even possibly be close. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything super dead on besides the Frivolous Lime. Yeah, this ink is pretty unique. It's a pretty wild one. Here's Diamine's Lemon Lime from the black inkvent last year. That was another really illegible one. So if you like this color and you wanted a really fun, gross shimmer in it, definitely give that a try. I will say this ink behaved much better than Lemon Lime did. Lemon Lime was very dry, and even lighter than this one. So I can't read what I wrote here, but I remember with Lemon Lime, that one was even lighter than this. So you know, it's just what it is. Again, I don't really see this color as one I would actually use for anything. It's just fun because it's not a blue and because it's a really random unique color already. Like there's only been, what, 2 matches so far. Here's 𝗦𝘃𝗃𝗏. So I figured it was kind of close to this one. The shading in this Pilot Iroshizuku ink, though, is phenomenal and does make this ink much more legible. So I do think that while I like the name of Little Green Men over here, and I like the concept, legibility-wise, it's not going to be there. You're going to have better luck with the Pilot Iroshizuku, and even then, it's still a very light ink. So, you know, if this is your cup of tea, you know, definitely know that it's a very unique cup of tea, and there's not really hardly anything that we can compare it to. But yeah, final thoughts on Little Green Men. It is adorable. I love the concept. I love that it's not a blue. I love that it's a really wild green color. I'm a fan only for those things. Of the ink itself, I had to tell you, it's gonna be a miss for me, which I hate to say because it's such a cool concept and such a fun ink. But I primarily use my inks for writing. I do some art with it, but I don't do a lot, and this is not going to be anything but an artist ink for me now, because look at how light this ink is. Yeah, it's a miss in that category for me, but it's a win for Colorverse because it's just not a blue. But yeah, I definitely like this one. It does have bits of green, bits of yellow. It's fun. It's just going to be an overall no because of the legibility factor, but I really do love the ink. And I love that I had the perfect pen for this. Like, who would have thought that me buying a pen called Space Bananas deserved to be with an ink called Little Green Men? I never thought this would happen. I figured I was going to put like a really bright yellow in this pen, but that's fine. I really like it with this one. Anyways, I'm going to leave it off here. I really hope you enjoyed the silliness of this ink today. I do think 𝗦𝘃𝗽𝗏 technically won for legibility purposes, but for the most fun, I'm going to give it to LGM, to Little Green Men over here. Anyways, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Please vote on my community page. I've been doing daily votes, by the way, if you haven't caught up on that. And we are officially 1 week done with Inkmas, both 𝗦𝘃𝗏 and Colorverse, and it's a little bittersweet. It's just a little bittersweet. I really do enjoy making these every year. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. Be blessed. Have a good one. See you tomorrow for day 8. And maybe try to think of a fun way to use this ink. I don't know. Anyways, bye.